Ladies and gentlemen, your attention will begin boarding in approximately 3 minutes. For those guests that have a confirmed seat, number 912, we do invite you to have your presence here at gate A1. Thank you.
We are now boarding rows 30 to 40. Rows 30 to 40 through both doors gate A8.
Today at Dr. Doria's online class, 10 Minutes with Dr. Pauline Bremner, lecturer in retail management at Robert Gordon University, Scotland.
Okay, my name's Dr. Pauline Bremner. I'm a lecturer at Robert Gordon University in Aberdeen, and I have been here for 23 years. And over my time, I've taught a variety of subjects in hospitality, tourism, retailing and fashion. I've got an MBA in retailing from Stirling University, and I've also got a PhD, obviously, from Robert Gordon University as well.
Aberdeen is northeast Scotland powerhouse, fueled by the North Sea petroleum industry. From there, our guests join us today.
Aberdeen is known as the former, but it's still classed as that, the oil capital of Europe, notwithstanding everything that's about to happen with Europe. So we have quite a lot of oil companies in Aberdeen, and we've had a number of people who've influxed into Aberdeen to reside here whilst they're taking up positions in those oil companies. So we're quite a sort of diverse city. But we have a lot of history in Aberdeen. We have a lot of bits and pieces that people can see. So, for example, we have the Castle Trail, which is not too far away. We have a lot of historic castles and a lot of good stories and ghosts and all sorts of things that people can find out about. The Castle Trail leads into something called the Gateway to the Highlands and heads all the way up to Balmoral Castle, where obviously the Queen and the royal family do reside for quite a period of time during the summer months up here in this part of the world, and you can see them. Yeah, they do wander about down to Crafis Church on a Sunday, and a lot of tourists to the area will go up and sort of look for them going to church on a Sunday, and they're quite accessible from that point of view. Along with the Castle Trail, again heading round the outskirts of Aberdeen on the way out, we've got the Whisky sort of trail as well, where you can head round on a couple of whisky tours, find out how whisky's made and sample the whisky. But that's across the whole of Scotland in general, but we have certain whiskies that are sort of within this area. Coupled with that, if you're feeling a bit sporty, we've got an awful lot of golf courses up here in Aberdeen too. And actually where I live, I can view one of the golf courses that's quite close by in Aberdeen. So, there's quite a number in there. And as well, again, if you're sporty, we've got an Olympic-sized swimming pool in the centre of Aberdeen, where one of our most famous swimmers, Hannah Miley, trains quite regularly, along with a number of others who are working their way up to sort of performance level in Aberdeen. So there's quite a lot to do.
Are you ready for the hidden question? Please upload your answer in the Dropbox available in iCollege.
The retail sector is one of the most important markets in the European Union. About 1 in 10 people works there.
Yeah, every retailer has a motivation. Motivations may be different for some companies. I think some of the main challenges that would exist for USA retailers is the competitive environment is already reasonably well established. So when you go across certain countries like France, Germany, Spain, for example, food retailing is very well established, and we have a number of huge players there. So, for example, Walmart, when it originally sort of entered into Europe, it bought Asda to get a foothold in the UK.
The retail online market in the region is valued at 600 billion euros and is growing fast.
I think we've got a couple of things going on at the moment which are impacting. If we take the technology thing first of all, I think it is changing the way that consumers shop. We are very much more inclined, I think, to shop at different times of the day now due to our sort of work-life pressures. So we may find that shopping on a tablet or on an iPhone or whatever, or a laptop is much more convenient for us. So there's been quite an upsurge in that here in Europe. Well, I think definitely in the UK, and I think it's growing across different age categories as well. So previously, perhaps the older, more mature consumer wasn't so inclined to shop online, whereas now I think they are more likely. Again, because they've perhaps been introduced to technology through speaking to grandchildren via Skype, WhatsApp, etc., etc. So, their patterns of how they use technology are changing. So they're getting a bit more into it, a bit more interested in it, I think. The biggest issue I suppose we have is with the growth in online shopping, whether it's food or fashion items or whatever it might be. I mean, I've even been known to buy a car online. I've just purchased it and ordered what I wanted because it's actually easier than going to the car sort of showroom. Because if you've driven the car already, you know what it's like. You're just ordering the colour and taking it from there. So I think that's changing the kind of way people shop, the way people go about things.
For those students planning to become entrepreneurs in Europe, Dr. Bremner recommended.
I suppose in being successful, you have to be innovative and creative and ahead of the game. I think you have to have some foresight and some understanding of cultural differences between marketplaces and how that can impact quite drastically on whether a product, a service or whatever will succeed or not succeed. We are seeing, I suppose, a proliferation of more smaller to medium-sized enterprises growing again through various startup initiatives across kind of Europe. Things like graduate apprenticeships coming into place, and these are all designed to get sort of business ideas up and running. I think sometimes one of the other ways of being successful is not to sit in a silo, but consider yourself as multidisciplinary and to work across multi-disciplines, so that you are using all the skills, core competencies and developing everything that a business actually needs. It's quite a well-rounded person, I think, that would succeed. And as I say, they have to have great tenacity. And perhaps not be afraid to make the leap, to take the jump and give it a go,
Miguel emphasized the importance of personal relationships when doing business in Spain.